Hey everybody, thank you for joining me. So I've got the last unit of the Orc Combat Patrol for 40k to finish. I've managed to paint up the war boss in mega armour. We've got one squad of boys done, we've done the death dread and the death copters. So what we've got left to do is another squad of boys. I shall get the figures so we can see where I am starting from. So as you can see, some of the figures were constructed and partly painted. These four, I think when I was doing the original set of boys, I just picked them up and just carried on painting the base green and then realised I didn't need these four figures for that squad. This guy is not actually from this particular iteration of the Orc Combat Patrol. I think it's from the iteration that my son was putting together some 5 or 6 years ago. Now, I think I will still keep him as the boss knob for this particular group of orcs, just because he's already made up, and it's a bit of a nod to my son for him actually building the thing. So yeah, I'm going to do that. He looks very different to the other orc in the first squad I did, so that's another good thing. These guys here in the grey plastic, I have just put those together. So there's about, I don't know, 5 pieces to each orc to put together. They are push fit, but I have snapped off a lot of the pins so that I can just glue them into place because the fit is much better that way. So I'm going to keep this as one video as normal. So the next time you see this, we should have some progress. So I'm back, and as you can see, I have actually completed the second unit of boys. It wasn't so much that I was in the zone to paint these, it was more of a case that I just forgot to add any more video on the progress of them. There's a lot more decals on these guys. The one coming around now with the black helmet, there's the second one with the black helmet, that lent itself to have quite a few decals on those. I also worked out, obviously, that if I painted things in a certain way, then I could get the blue and white to stand out. The blue and white decals. So I made sure that the white was in one half of, say, a piece of armour, and then the blue was in the other half, so that we could see the contrast in the decal. So that's these guys done. What I'll do now is I'll get the rest of the figures so we can see the completed combat patrol. So here is the complete combat patrol. We've got the 3 death copters at the back, we've got the death dread in the middle, we've got the war boss with mega armour in the front, and then either side we've got the 2 units of boys. I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. I really enjoyed painting most of it. I must admit the second unit of boys was a bit of a ball ache, but yeah, over the moon. I'll just bring the camera around to the other side so we can see it from a different angle. So there we go, that's just showing the army from a different angle. So yeah, so these will go on the shelf. I am actually considering selling the units to try and get a bit of money. I have seen some Orc Boy sprues that are quite cheap on eBay, and I'm wondering if I can do a bit of the Elves and Shoemaker, where I sell a unit and it'll give me enough money to buy the plastic for 2 units, and then I'll paint up the 2 units and so on and so forth. We shall see. My next project, I think, will be completing the 172nd IBG Cromwell. I should have completed that a couple of months back and I didn't. So the reason for that was because I lost it. So I've now found it again, and I think I will get that sorted. Anyway guys, thanks ever so much for watching. I do hope you liked the end result of this combat patrol. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch up with you soon.